Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the S&T Football Podcast. This is your man Say, and we are back here talking about Week 4 of college football. Yes, can you believe it? We're already in Week 4. The season has started, and it is progressing quickly. So, can't wait to see the rest of the action for the rest of the season. Today, we're talking about a top 25 matchup. It's between two schools that you might not readily expect to, have a headline game over the weekend. We got the Indiana Hoosiers, and we have the Fighting Illini of Illinois. Yes, Illinois at Indiana. Indiana hosting the number 19 team in the land. As we all know, Indiana made the playoff last year, went on a great run. Their coach, Curt Cignetti, came over from James Madison and took that team from basically a bottom dweller Big Ten team year after year that nobody even talked about to the playoff in the first 12-team playoff season. So just an amazing run by them last season. They went 11-1 in the regular season, only lost to Ohio State, and then went to the playoff where they ran into their in-state rivals, the Notre Dame Fight Irish, who went on to the national championship, so no shame in losing to them on the road. But just the fact that Indiana even made it to the playoff was just an amazing thing to see, and I think it was great for college football. It really showed the rest of the teams in the country that there is a chance for you to make noise and for you to make the playoff. And Indiana proved that by coming out of nowhere and showing that it was possible. So great to see that Indiana's back, and they're doing great this year as well. Number 19 in the country already. They got a transfer quarterback from California, Fernando Mendoza. He's looked really good so far, and we think that this Indiana team might be even better than the one last year. So watch out for the Hoosiers. They're going to make some noise again this year. Will they make the playoff again? I don't know. It's a very difficult thing to do back-to-back, especially for a program like themselves, but it's very possible. I mean, they're undefeated right now. They're number 19, and if they win this game, sky's the limit for them. So Indiana's here, and they're not going anywhere. They're staying a solid top 25 team. On the other side, you have the Illinois Fighting Illini coming in at number 9 in the country. Yes, top 10 Illinois football. Again, just another school that you wouldn't expect to, be this good as a football program. Neither of these schools, just a few years ago, if you would have asked me, neither of these schools were even relevant in football just a few years ago. Now you see both of these schools in the top 20. Like, just a quick turnaround. You see what the transfer portal and what NIL has done to college football. But you got teams that, that were never really good, and all of a sudden they're making noise. Illinois in the top 10. A lot of people think they're overrated, but based on what they did last year, I mean, they didn't have a Indiana-type season, but they went 9-3 in the regular season. Their only 3 losses were to Oregon, Penn State, and Minnesota, and they dropped a Minnesota game on the road. And then they beat South Carolina in their bowl game. So 10-win season under their coach, Brett Bielema, who's a very good coach in his own right. Both of these programs are just on the up and up, and both of them in the Big Ten, both of them, in the North, the Midwest. And it's just great to see for college football to see two teams that you don't usually expect at the top. At the top now, making some noise. One of the best 20 teams in the entire country. Illinois and Indiana. That's just crazy to say, and it's still crazy that we see it, but it's the reality now. So this game is being played in Bloomington, Indiana. Indiana's at home. Toss-up game, man. I mean, this game could go either way. This is the first real test for either one of these teams. Both of them are kind of like, very underrated. A lot of people around the country are saying both of these teams are not as good as as their rankings might suggest, or as last season might suggest. I think both of these teams are solid, and I think one of these teams will make the playoff. Indiana did it last year. I picked preseason Illinois to make the playoff, so I'm going to rock with Illinois. If they win this game, the rest of their schedule is not that difficult. So if they can just do what they did last year and win the games they're supposed to and go on another run, I think Illinois could be the Indiana this year. So this game will decide, I think, between these two teams who is going to make that Cinderella run last year. So last year, the Indiana Hoosiers did it. They could do it again. But I think this game will decide who takes that crown. So give me the Fighting Illini from Illinois. I think they'll come in. I think it'll be a tough, scrappy game. It'll definitely be a a duel, a defensive battle. I don't think there'll be a whole bunch of points, but just a gritty Big Ten dogfight, and between two teams who really want this win because it's going to look great on the resume and it's going to give them some momentum going deeper into the season, hopefully to make a playoff run. So give me the Illinois Fighting Illini on the road to just escape Indiana with a win. But like I said, this game could go either way, and I'm very excited to see this top 25 matchup between two Big Ten blue bloods.